Greetings from Birchmount Park Collegiate. I'm Geraldo Lawley from Educational Press International. We're here today to uncover the hidden facts behind that legendary teacher, scholar, administrator and Federation leader, Jim Sullivan. During his career, Jim has worn many hats, but it can never be said that he changed his hat as he rose up the ladder of pedagogy. Teacher. And today we find him as the principal teacher, trying to convince a new generation that Latin is still a living language.
Relative pronouns today? I'm so excited. I can't wait for him to come. I think I hear him coming.
Here he comes.
Here he comes. Oh, here he comes. Oh, here he comes. Oh, this looks so exciting. What are you going to teach us today, sir?
Please sit down in your seats. I can understand your eagerness, but maintain your curiosity until I have chalk in hand. And I will write it on the blackboard. Gerunds, gerundives, and the passive periphrastic.
Is that all you're going to teach us today?
Well, I'm a trifle tired. Consequently, I will have to postpone teaching you the perfect participle passive, the ablative absolute, deponent and semi-deponent verbs. That will have to wait to our next lesson.
Oh, sir, that is truly disappointing.
But it has become truly wearisome teaching such eager students as you, and I must husband my skills. Now to the subject at hand. What is the definition of a gerund? Jackie.
A verbal noun.
Excellent work. Do you know any other verbal that has the same definition?
I didn't finish it.
Excellent. Good. How many cases does a Latin gerund have? Bob? 4. What are the 4 cases of a Latin gerund? Tara?
Genitive, dative, accusative, and ablative.
Very good. Cite any verb of any conjugation and give its 4 case forms of the gerund. Mia.
Amandi, amando, amandum, amando.
Excellent. Now I want you to translate these 4 sentences that we have on the sideboard. The 4 sentences on the sideboard. First one, salvius nullum facultatem domum veniendi habet. Corey?
Please.
Salvius has no opportunity of coming home.
Very good. Second sentence, metella est parata ad currendum. Sharon, would you translate?
Metella is prepared to run.
The third sentence, docendo discimus. Fred, would you translate that?
We learn by teaching.
Very good. And the last one, liberi videndi sunt et non audiendi sunt. Jackie?
Children are to be seen and not heard.
Now please form your triads and jigsaw collaboratively. Individualize your instructional feedback so that I can format my next lesson. Exactly 10 minutes to translate pages 9 to 15 and prepare yourself for a formative and summative evaluation. Please ask for my assistance if you need any help, and I will be marking you on process as you are working. Now, please form your triads. Oh, that's That's fairly simple, Jackie. It looks like the great crowd was in the huge street.
Oh, how could I have not noticed that? Thank you, sir.
I know this has been a scintillating class, but I'm sorry, but the time is up for this period. Well, we'll have to wait till the next day to carry on.
Mr. Sullivan. That was some lesson, Mr. Sullivan.
Yes, it was. However, I know most would say it was outstanding. Personally, I would call it merely exceptional.
Well, that statement seems unusual since we saw you teaching Latin.
Yes, I know. That's the opinion of the hoi polloi, the plebeians, and the great unwashed. But I have found over the years that the more impractical, esoteric, and completely useless a subject is, the students find it much more interesting.
Do you have any advice for young teachers?
Certainly. Get your specialist qualifications in Latin, ancient Greek, industrial arts, penmanship, shorthand, and business practice as soon as possible.
Well, Mr. Sullivan, thank you very much.
You're most welcome. It was a pleasure.
Tonight we are up close and personal with a distinguished gentleman. What is your name?
My name is Jim Sullivan.
What do those letters emblazoned on your medallion and your helmet signify?
Do you refer to the letters OSSTF?
Yes.
These letters stand for the Ontario Shop Stewards Technical Federation. Those of us who have reached a certain status in the Federation refer to ourselves as the double S's.
Why would you choose such a term?
The double S's group are those who have achieved a twofold honor for long service, a helmet and a medallion, both of which I am now wearing. At group meetings, we double S's call ourselves super stewards, status seekers, and sudsoppers.
What positions have you held in the Shop Stewards Federation?
Oh, I've been third, second, and first vice steward, negotiator, union development chairperson, local and district union chief, health and safety inspector, political action lobbyist, delegate to the annual union meeting, scrutineer, constitution writer, board liaison fellow, article contributor to the local newspaper, chairperson for quality union breaks, and bread nibbler.
Enough. I certainly understand why you received the double S award. What are your favorite responsibilities?
My favorite responsibilities are two. First, I like my responsibility as health and safety inspector because I can wear my helmet. Secondly, I enjoy my job as bread nibbler.
I certainly understand the job of health and safety, but bread nibbler?
Bread nibbler is actually related to health and safety. It is my job to recommend suitable eateries for shop stewards who are often exhausted by lengthy meetings and need good sustenance.
So we can see an image here.
All shop stewards have grown because of my recommendations.
Do you have any advice for budding shop stewards?
Yes, start small, keep contributing, and you will grow like me.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Girl, you take out your boards and let a little more airy. I can't reach you, darling.
My name is James Sullivan.
What are you doing?
I'm shoveling and pitching. I'm a weekend shoveler.
Is this an unusual occupation?
No, it's a normal starting point for an educational administrator.
What do you mean?
Well, this is where I started. I was able to combine my hobby with my career. I began by sweeping and digging. Later I was shoveling and wheeling. And finally, I was piling and dumping.
What is this we're standing on?
This, sir, is educational compost. It is fertile ground. By standing here, heat rises through your boots and spans expansive thoughts. Time and height on the pile determines your place in the educational hierarchy.
I find that hard to believe. Can you give an example of an expansive thought you've created?
Certainly. Just recently, I composed this statement after a lengthy stay on the pile. I said, "The purpose of the objectives is to guide the system in pursuit of its mission. The objectives are to be reviewed annually to ensure continuity and coherence with critical issues and developing initiatives. Objectives are broadly based statements of direction framed by a mission statement and informed by critical issues."
Wow!
I'm particularly proud of that statement. You, of course, recognize the alliterations, the use of assonance and consonants, the mythological and classical allusions, the deft tendiities, and the concluding zeugma.
Well, I'm not sure.
If you two stand here long enough, you will be as insightful as I, and you too will find your proper place in the educational system.
Do you have a final statement?
Yes. Methane gas has been an elixir for me, and judicious use of its properties will enhance anyone's career.
Thank you.
It's been a moving experience.